the reigning AFC champs.
Still pretty sweltering here in North Florida, but the good news, the radar is clear. A Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Brought to the 16-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Oh, he bowls over him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those
31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. We'll check on his status when we get back. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Back to throw now on first down. Caught outright by Renfro. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Touchdown Raiders! Hunter Renfro, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside. The 20, good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
That culminated in a touchdown. I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. On second down, it's Robinson, and he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. Touchdown, Jaguars! Luke Farrell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way.
He's got a man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slant to Adams. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On second and very short, Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence going to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3 from the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for.
But it's going to be 2nd down. On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
2nd down and 3.
They're going to look to throw. Out to his left.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
Touchdown! Hunter Renfro with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL. Caught by Kirk. And it's touchdown, Jaguars. His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The open man here, Renfrow. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to...
Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go play action here on first down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Raiders. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up? and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact. But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Robinson. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On the run, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now London down by 7. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 6. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
That's why we in one thing out.